Welcome to Crappens. Don't wait a week for a new video. Join our Patreon at the Crappens On Demand level for instant recap access. Link in description. Enjoy the show.
Well, hello and welcome to Watch What Crappens. I'm Ronnie, and today Ben is in Norwaying it up. So I picked the most gorgeous, talented, voice-activated friend I could find. Amy Phillips from the Drama Darling podcast. Amy, hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for letting me be here today. I am not an AI. I am a regular person, not AI. I am happy to be here, filling in for Ben.
You cannot even joke about that anymore because it is happening now. People are very upset about AI taking over the world. It's already taken over. What are you going to do?
People are sending me those like Real Housewives, kids, babies reenacting the scenes. And I can't,
Yes.
I'm like, I can't do it. I don't know. I can't. It's scaring me. It's terrifying me. But
It
then
should.
I'm like, oh, is
It
it
should
funny?
scare me.
I don't know.
Yeah, people are like, don't you worry that you're just going to become irrelevant? I was like, you missed that train.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then like every other day, it's SAG is like, we're trying, we're storming the Capitol.
We can't
Or
control
SAG,
the
actually.
robots. I know everyone thought it was going to be like Terminator where the robots were going to kill us. No, they're just going to take all your jobs.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's worse.
It's worse.
It is worse. We'd all rather just die than work. Wait, would we? I don't know.
I don't know. We get to live, but we don't have to. Wait a minute. We don't have to
Hold
work.
on a second.
This is amazing.
I love it.
Yeah, those AI babies. I was watching those yesterday. Someone posted one in the Atlanta Reddit, and I was cracking up. I thought it was so funny. It was so cute. And then I read the comments, and they were like, "F everybody who likes this, you goddamn monster!" And I was like, "Okay,
Oh,
well,
wow.
I'm a horrible human being," but I thought it was
It's going
funny.
to really separate people.
It already has. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's bad. It's really bad. Well, anyway, we're real.
Hi. Yes, we're real.
We
Thank you
think.
so much for having me. Hi, Ben.
As far as we know. Yeah. Well, welcome back, Amy. It's so good to talk to you always. So you've been
Likewise.
doing Drama Darling for a while. You're at
2
home
years.
raising your
2
daughter.
years.
How's it been
Yes.
going? Are you loving it?
I love it. I love working from home. It's amazing. And I'm up here in Santa Clarita. If you're watching the Valley, which I know you are,
Of course.
we refer to Danny as Danny Clarita because, he's up here in Santa Clarita, my neighborhood. I'd like to say I put Santa Clarita on the map before anyone even knew it was there. And they still are like, where is it? So I'm really happy that the Valley is starting to embrace my neighborhood and thrilled that they moved up here.
Santa Clarita.
Yeah.
I'm going to Santa Clarita. I'll give you another baby if you go to Santa Clarita.
That's so good. That's so good. Mia, I can't quite get her voice down, but she's kind of like really nasally.
Yeah,
Is she
like,
not
why
so
are you like
nasally?
that? I lived in my car. I lived in front of us. She's kind of got the Raquel.
Oh, yeah. It does have that vibe. You're right.
Yeah. So Santa Clarita, tell me about it. Is it because do you feel like Danny kind of tarnished Santa Clarita?
You know what? I feel like Nia did because she was like, I don't want to have anything to do with that trash pit, And I
Yeah.
was like, listen, give it a try. She's right. It's a lot of open space. It's the suburbs, but so you really have the best of both worlds. It's great for kids. The public school system is amazing. The restaurants suck, but that's why I'm always at Chili's, which I like to say, Chili's is really the only place that we go. Like that's pretty much it. If you want to get good food, you have to go into LA and that's great. But I do love it up here. And I've made a lot of good like mom friends,
Yeah, Santa Clarita Mams.
Yeah, the Santa Clarita Bonitas,
Is it the Santa Clarita Bonitas?
I don't know if they know that I call them that, but I do.
I'm from El Paso, Texas, so everything there is kind of like Spanish based as well. So I like that. Santa Clarita Bonitas. And that's how you pronounce it too. The Santa Clarita's Bonitas. I think it sounds so fancy. It's a saint.
Thank you. It's a pretty,
although most saints are
saint.
poor, I guess is the thing.
This
no
one,
offense.
this
but like
one,
Santa Ana, the Santa Ana or wins. The Santa Anita's a shitty racetrack. Like the Saints can't really win.
No, they can't. The Santa
Those are
Cruz,
just the A's.
right? Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. He got better. actually came back to Love Island today, which was good. He was brought back.
Love
Santa
Hotel.
Claus.
Dude,
Yeah,
I call it
Hotel.
Love Island like no one's business. I can't not call it that. Thank God someone else is doing it to me because I'm sick of being corrected.
It's making me crazy. And then Love Island is coming back. We're covering that. So, of course, I'm calling that Love Hotel. You know,
you trade one out, you put one in.
Which I kind of wish it was because I could use 6 hours of Love Hotel a week. I love it.
Oh, my God. Don't you think that Luann should host it next time?
Yes. Or Giselle. I saw someone online suggesting Giselle because Giselle really doesn't want to be there anyway.
She doesn't. And you're right. Luann she would host it, but then she would just hook up with all of the men anyway.
She would fuck everybody. Yeah.
100%.
I used to cover The Bachelor, and the running joke was that Chris Harrison was banging everybody in the porta potties because, like, why else is he there? You know, he's always disheveled and kind of greasy. His hair is always kind of a mess.
He's worse than Jeff Probst. I mean, Jeff Probst is like, pretty put together.
Jeff Probst does like push-ups before takes, and Chris Harrison. Yeah. And Chris Harrison's like, I'm tired. He's like a little golf thing in a porta potty and that's it. Especially on that Bachelor one, the Bachelor on the Island or whatever it is. The Bachelor on the beach.
The Bachelor Beach. The Beach Bachelor.
Paradise and Bachelor. Yeah. Beach Bachelors.
They're going to throw in golden bachelors and bachelorettes with these beach bachelorettes and bachelors. Did you know that?
Are they really? Well, put Ashley in there. Ashley's a proven test case. God, you give Ashley a decent meal and she's like, I'll take the expired Milk Duds in the freezer for $5.
You're right.
Poor Ralph.
Here's an all-expense paid shopping trip to Bloomingdale's, Ashley. Ooh, a thrift shop.
Totally. Yeah. I love them all. We know, Ashley. I love when they put up the pictures of Ralph and Michael Darby to compare them, and you've got one with the watery eye, the old dog that's about to be put down eyes, Michael Darby.
Full Gollum,
Full Gollum. Then you've got exhausted Ralph.
I don't know how I got here. How did I get this beautiful woman in my big arms?
Starting to get that slightly confused look at his eye. Bless his heart. Okay, let's do this. Love Hotel, Season 1, Episode 5. Guess who's back? That's the episode title. Guess who's
really?
Back? Yeah.
Clever.
They've been getting pretty creative with their episode titles, but this one
was just on the nose. I know. I'm like, who? Right. I couldn't think of one person.
Like, not who's even the star? Like, who's going to be the star of this season? Like, wow, they're going to bring him back. I can't believe he was cut so soon. If it wasn't ahead of Broccoli, I was going to be upset.
Broccoli
for Earl.
I was going to say, yeah, totally. Because that's the only person I was like, oh, did they make him leave and then bring him back? Because I couldn't think of anybody else,
Yeah, it's Earl. Earl the Pearl. What do you mean you don't eat vegetables? I'm going to go to my grave thinking about that.
I know.
The last thing I'm going to see before I die. What do you mean you don't eat vegetables?
And look, she did come in hot. I'll give it to him. She did. She's like, I was just joking. I was joking. It's like, no, you were genuinely angry. And that's okay.
What? I can't joke.
Just stuck. Just a stun gun stuck.
I call her a verbal strobe light. What? Everything slows down like it's slow motion.
That's so good. Shannon is a rave.
Yes, exactly. Bless Shannon's heart. Okay, so we start with this scene with Shannon and Earl, where Shannon sits on the couch last week and she's like, Earl, I have wanted to give you this envelope with something in it. And then he starts sobbing and she tells us, this is Earl's goodbye note or parting gift, or she says something like that.
Yeah.
And so all week, the internet, the world, Macron has been wondering what was in that letter. I just saw a clip today of Macron getting off the president of France, Macron, I guess I should say,
thank you for
getting off the plane in France, and his wife was hitting him. Did you see it?
What? Really?
Yeah, she smacks him. They open the plane door, and the wife is like slapping, like pushing his face. And then he turns to the camera. He's like, hello. And then they kind of reset. You see all the plane steward ladies like, okay, back up there. Back up, old lady Macron. Okay. Wow. Let's try this again. And Macron comes off the plane, first lady. She's like, I was joking. I was joking. But rumor is she hit him because he guessed what was in that letter wrong. So what do you think?
I don't blame her. Did she have like a pair of gloves where she was like, whoosh, whoosh, or was it with her hand? I feel like there should be gloves. What did I think was in that letter?
It was with it was with a big slice of cheese.
Of course.
Yeah.
I was like a star. Like, do you give someone one of those stars in the sky? Was it like a penguin? Was it a Sheena thing? Remember when Sheena got someone? Yes. Was it a penguin?
It was. She got Adam. She adopted a penguin for Adam. Yeah.
So I thought it's a penguin, or a star. And then we got a
baby penguin. I can't believe Adam left me after I adopted a penguin with him.
They're furry when they're that young. I don't know. That's what I thought. I couldn't wrap my head around it. I'm like, what could it possibly be?
I thought it was going to be a food pyramid, but it was not. It actually surprised me. It actually surprised me what it was.
Shocked because I completely forgot about that story.
Yeah, she was like, well, Earl, you talked about your stepchild never speaking to you again, and you've kept his motorcycle in your living room for 30 years or whatever. And he changed his name and grew a mustache and got a different haircut. But I found him. I called my lawyer and I found it. Way to get rid of those rumors that you were sicking private investigators on people, Shannon.
Oh my God. That's so funny. I'll tell you what, I was like thinking, if you want something done, like these guys have no idea. If you want to learn how to stalk, find something, you put a housewife on it. You're going to get receipts, timelines, screenshots, a child from your past. Like you will find them. And the fact that she just made one call and was like, Shannon with her, like she is so, how she can be really charismatic, but I love like the softer side of Shannon when she gets really quiet and she's like, I just called my attorney and I said you have to find this little boy. He says he has a special boy. You have to find him.
And 3 days later, he did. I got a call. Also, he told me that this boy pushed Kelly Dodd's mother down the stairs.
This boy.
And so she found the son in Santa Clarita.
Yes.
He's doing zombie voiceovers in Santa Clarita.
He's chugging tequila behind a pantry door.
Yeah, and this was really actually kind of a sweet scene because Ralph starts sobbing. He's like, oh my God, I can't believe you did this. Ralph, you could have done this. You know what I mean? Here's what I was thinking. You fucking deadbeat stepdad. All you had to do was look him up. And second of all, was the son happy? Because you know that the son changed his address and his phone number the second this aired, and he was like, what the hell? We have to move again.
He did. It is very concerning to me because this was all, and then she's like, and everybody knows.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. Because he's thinking now, I really have to step up to the plate. I could have before. I didn't. I mean, I don't think it would have been that difficult. Do you?
I mean, maybe he was respecting his privacy. I mean, I don't know. If a kid tells you, I never want to speak to you again, and then they leave and then they don't tell you their information, are you allowed to? I mean, I don't know. Is that assault?
Well, respecting the mother's privacy. If she took, because he had no rights. So he clearly was like, okay, I guess I'll just step aside.
Yeah, because at first I thought, this is so sweet. Oh my gosh, Shannon. And then I thought, well, maybe he didn't want that on purpose. And I've watched a lot of Lifetime movies, but I could just imagine this guy like, we're packing up the car. Get everybody in.
He gets an alert.
Earl just standing out there in the bushes like, you're never getting your motorcycle back, you little shit.
I know, he's been riding it and he loves it. I did such a deep dive on Earl the Pearl's Instagram.
Did you? Tell me what you found.
Well, so positives for Shannon. a lot of celebrations of St. Patrick's Day. So a lot of Irish, top of the morning, so a lot of that.
I love Earl. He smells like whiskey. It smells like home.
He has a boat. It's like called the Irish Pearl, I think. So boat, obviously. Irish, drinking, dogs. So those are the 3 positive things. Now, my friend Emily, who co-hosts with me.
Those are big positives, by the way.
Are big positives.
Okay, so Emily, co-host of Drama Darlings, the gorgeous Emily.
I was like, I don't know. What do you think? She goes, they are definitely not a match. They would go day drinking like Friday through Sunday and fight, Monday through Thursday.
I'm sorry, Emily. Do we look for different things in people? Like that sounds like a marriage, Emily.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Also, he dressed up for like a murder mystery dinner. So I feel like as an actor.
Okay.
Which was an interesting twist. So I don't know if it was like a one-time thing or if he does that occasionally. But yeah.
Well, we're both improvisers. We're no stranger to the murder mystery parties. It's embarrassing. Okay. It's embarrassing. We know it is. Nobody wants to marry us when we're at dinner. I did one where I had to play an evil queen. And I was like the Snow White evil queen. I mean, kind of, but those pictures are forever.
No, but we'll just send him to Earl. He'll gladly put him up.
Want to come on my boat?
Let's go find my stepson.
I'm really into Shannon and Earl, but I guess they're not into each other. I don't think they've lasted. Earl had kind of a postseason glow up. I've seen him on his Insta.
Ooh.
And I think he dropped a little, he's looking pretty hot, but I don't think he's with Shannon. All the guys got real thirsty on their own Instas after shooting the show. Have you been looking at the Instas?
Only Earl, a lot of selfies. So yeah, I hear you there. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody else. I haven't stalked down anyone else. I'm waiting for Shannon's
I just read Reddit, but I'll see stuff occasionally. The only one I really want to know anything about is Love Hotel. Hey, Luann, I'm going to stick it in you. It's like, all right, get on over here.
The fact that their voices are on completely separate, he is so high and she is so low, they really do blend very well. I hope that he makes a cameo on her cabaret tour.
Oh, he will.
You think
he
so?
Will.
Wow,
I think
that was really confident. You were really confident.
I think so, yeah. Okay. Well, you know how at first she was like, oh, Luann and guests. It was like the Countess and friends. And so the first time we both went to that show, remember? I got wasted and got kicked out. They had, at the end.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that because
we went to Ben's house before for like a cocktail party. I was like, Amy, it's so good to see you. And I like slammed 3 drinks back. And by the time we got to the show, I was inebriated, and which was fitting for a Countess show. I was like flinging around my napkin, screaming. And then at the end, it was the time for the VIP line, and they were like, can I talk to you outside, sir? I was like, why does the security guard want to talk to me outside? Luann! Love Hotels! Like being dragged out of there.
I remember that. Damn, I would have come with you. I'm sorry, my friend. I should have been there for you.
I don't blame you. You were probably out of there like the first 10 minutes into my I was not fun. Anyway,
don't remember.
The point is, she had all these special guests, and at first they were like, it's Elphaba from the Broadway production of.
Right. Yeah, it was like Angels of America from the 1992 production on Broadway.
F. Murray Abraham playing Roy Cohn in Angels in America.
Right. Yes, a lot of Broadway stars.
Yes, and then by the end it was like,
bongos.
This guy.
Oh.
It was who?
Bongos.
Just bongos. She's gotten pretty good at those bongos, actually.
Oh, dang. Real good.
Yeah.
She doesn't do it anymore with the friends. She's just, I straight up asked her because I interviewed her right when she came back from Love Hotel. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, are you going to have, any other friends? She's like, I don't do that anymore, darling. I just do myself. No more
oh my God, you sound just like her. That is so good.
You gotta
I do it like this because I've been trying to get her lower voice, but you gotta do it like this, darling.
Darling. Like you're kind of like opening up the crypt, just darling, like I'm coming out.
You sound just like her. That is so funny.
But yeah, she's doing it on her own. She doesn't need people. She doesn't need them.
Yeah, so that's why I mean, like, she started with these huge, like, Broadway stars, and then she's like, by this time, it's like this guy from Love Hotel.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, we went from Diane Weist to this person.
Diane Weist. Yes. Yes, Weist. Wait.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, no. That reminds you of what? We don't have to actually talk about this show.
No, I love this show. This show is amazing. So yes, we should definitely talk about it.
This show is amazing. Okay, so she's like, well, my heart's been breaking for Earl because he's never known the joy of having a child. So I ignored the human trafficking warnings in the airport and I human trafficked his son back to him.
Oh, man. Oh,
those
God.
trafficking signs in the airport.
They are so intense. And
can I pee?
My daughter was like, what is trafficking? I was like, there's just like a lot of people in the bathrooms. So you have to really watch out. And she's like, but it says human I'm like, oh my God, I can't have this conversation with like a 7-year-old. But I was like, it's basically stranger danger.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, I didn't want to have that conversation like in the middle of like the Orlando nightmare airport.
Well, yeah, especially when you're with a kid and you're like, what are you supposed to say? Well, you're supposed to be aware of strangers in airport bathrooms, but they're all strangers. I don't know everybody in the airport bathroom. It's like your kid's going to be terrified to pee.
That's the thing. Yeah. Anyway, so.
Yeah, God, stop warning about human trafficking. Am I right?
Please. It's ruining my vacation.
Can you just warn me about something real like carbs? Watch out for carbs. They're everywhere. So,
vegetables.
She gives him this letter. He starts crying. And he's like, I can't remember the time somebody gave me a gift this meaningful. Besides the motorcycle. I'm shaking. I'm literally shaking right now.
I'm shaking. I'm literally shaking.
This line, this could only be a Shannon line. Well, after the fiesta date, I got some basic information from Earl and I called my attorney and said, we need to find this boy. And 3 days later, my attorney found him. Thank you, Milk. So they found the kid. So he cries and she's like, well, the producers wanted me to do it in front of everybody. Everybody knows, Earl. Everybody knows the good deed that I did. This was like wearing a push-up bra for my reputation, Earl. You're welcome.
Earl was like, thank you. So you're saying everybody knows, like we can't cut this part out? So are you saying, yeah, there's a party downstairs. Everyone's waiting for you.
Everyone knows, Earl. Everyone knows. So after the fiesta party, I sat everybody down, everybody, the cast, the crew, the lighting people. And I said, Earl has a son that hates him and won't speak to him. And he's stolen the son's motorcycle. We need to find the son. Find the son. They're all waiting down there to see sad, sad Earl. Sad, lonely Earl.
So put your best sad face on and let's go. Also, I don't think it's working out for us because I just really feel like the vegetable thing is getting in the way.
I love that she will never dump Earl. It's so hilarious to me. Every week she's like, I'm dumping Earl. That's it. I am better than this. I found a new man named Adam. He wears scarves and degrees. So
yes, I love that.
I will now be with Adam. And then 5 minutes later, she's like, oh God, Adam, I'd have to wear makeup. And Earl, I could just take off my Spanx. And I mean, who cares? I don't even have to have eyelashes. Who needs them? I could be eyeless. I could not have a tongue. What would he care? One elbow. Earl would love me. Earl would still stick it.
Neck tight, face tight. No more of those. No more tights. No more Spanx. No more nothing. It could be a great life just on the water. Maybe not on the ocean, but a lake. Oh no, I can't do lakes. I can't do lakes. I can't do Earl. Earl, you're back.
Lakes are the only green thing in Earl's life, so I should learn to accept them. Or Earl. Oh, Earl, I wanted to write our own vows, so here's mine. Earl, I have to make no effort with you. I can fart in front of you and be as ugly as I want to be. Wow. Okay, your turn.
All right. Thank you, Shannon. Well, I got this shell here. If you open it up, you'll see a pearl. It is a lake pearl which
Mom,
means
how
it's
dare
from,
you?
how do you look at me like you hate my guts, Shannon?
Well,
You
get
hate
used to
me.
it. Get used to it, buddy. I love
Yeah.
that. He's like, why is it that every time I say something, you look like you want to kill me? Like,
It's my sense of humor. I love that she's like, I was joking. I'm like,
Earl, this is called the honeymoon phase. Just you wait, Earl Higgins. So,
wait, can I ask you a question? When Shannon
yeah.
was like, I'm just drinking Diet Coke, ... and tequila. Were you shocked? Because I thought she was still not drinking.
Oh, no. I think they just do that when they're like, no, I don't think she ever stopped drinking, did she? Even on Real Housewives of Orange County, she was like, I didn't stop drinking. Because Tamara was like, why are you drinking, bitch? You almost killed the house. And she's like, why would I stop drinking? I don't have a drinking problem. I have a driving problem. I stopped drinking cars. So,
I just thought that she stopped drinking after that season, though, and then she started doing community service, and she wasn't drinking at all. I was completely under. No, I think I'm wrong. I think I'm dead ass wrong. So
I don't remember that. I feel like that would have come through on my Google News because I have like a Shannon Bedore, Google alert.
Oh, that's amazing. So you must have seen that she got a new dog. Did you see?
Yes, she did.
That is
I feel
so
so bad for Archie. You're excited? Okay, let's debate.
Okay.
Why are you excited?
Okay, you're right. It's bittersweet. I'm excited because I know that, look, when Archie passes, and it's going to be within
Is it soon? How old is Archie?
I don't know. Oh, no. Where did I go?
I'm here. I'm just hitting a vape like a teenager, so I do it off the camera because I'm a professional.
Thank you. Okay, good. No, feel free to do that. Hi. Oh, my close-up, Mr. DeMille. I don't know how old Archie is. He's got to be like 12 at least. He's got to be at least 12. So I'm thinking she knows what's around the corner. She's got to bring in a new guard in order so that it's not as hurtful when Archie, crosses the Rainbow Bridge. And honestly, I don't blame her for that. I think that that's the best decision for Shannon. I think it'll help keep Archie young because, when you bring another pup in and it helps things. So
is that true? Because I feel like gays try to do that. Like we'll bring in a younger model, like to make us feel younger. It does not make me feel younger. I'm like, oh my God, this waddle is really getting out of control here. Is this a pashmina or a neck? I'm not really sure.
It's Mark's scarf.
I'm getting a neck waddle scarf. Yeah, the reason I think it is depressing is for all the reasons you just gave for it being a positive. I think it's because my dog is old. Like my dog Bueller is old. And so it's probably getting time for the Rainbow Bridge, but I can't let him go. Yeah. And, I love him so much. And my sister's like, no, you have to get a puppy because for all the reasons you just said, because it'll make it easier to transition. And then plus Bueller will have somebody, I don't know, to get old with. I don't know what her it was along the lines of what you were saying. Right. But I just felt like Bueller would know. I think Bueller would be like, oh, okay. Did you bring home a syringe as well? Jesus Christ.
Then do not do it. I mean, I don't know if Archie knows. I believe Bueller probably knows. I think it depends on your dog. I think it depends on you. And I have a cat. So what do I know?
That's like, bye.
Right.
I'm leaving now. Leave me alone. Get out of my I want to be alone. Okay, so she's getting the art. What were we talking about? Okay, oh yeah, her drinking. The housewives, I don't know if they ever really quit drinking like they say. Because remember when Luann I've been to prison, would you say? I've been traveling. I've been to prison. Mm-hmm. So when she did her whole sobriety storyline and she's like, oh, come over to my apartment. She told somebody. And then she's like, do you want a Diet Coke or something? I'm not drinking. And then she opened her fridge and it was all rosé bottles. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I died.
Yeah, you're right.
So I don't know that they ever quit. But,
good call. Okay.
But
I'm set straight.
No, yeah. I mean, I have no facts. So this is a show of no facts. So Adam, that. Okay, so now she goes down to the bar and Earl's like crying. Mm-hmm. And the guy's like, we know. Go get him. Go slash his tires. Put a brick through his windshield. Do whatever you got. Get back to stalking.
See you on the Lifetime movie.
Yeah. And Adam is talking to Shannon and she's like, well, she's doing that humble, like play with the side of her hair thing. She's like, well, I did find his long lost son. I'm a very good person, Adam. I don't know how many languages you can say good person in, but.
And his, like, he just keeps distancing himself. Like, he walks back a little further and a little further. He doesn't really seem to want to be there either. And when he said last week, if I could put you, Shannon, and Lou and mash them together, I'd have the perfect lady. I was like, please leave, sir. Like, what are you doing?
Who wants to hear that?
I know.
What a disgusting thing to say to somebody's face.
To someone's face, yes.
Like Ashley says it today behind some, she's like, if I could take those two guys. Yeah, but you don't say it to the person. Like, wow, you're such a perfect half a person.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, he doesn't kiss Shannon. She's real upset about it. The night before, she was like, you missed this? These lips? You had an opportunity to go here? And you didn't? And then it's
you have not been to paradise and you have not been to me.
Paradise.
Yeah, the ladies on this show really want the men to jump them. And I'm like, guys, we're in a different time. I don't like, especially Luann's like, why didn't you jump me? Like in this episode, she's like, all right, you had your chance with this. You didn't even do anything. So now I am here, right here. What are you going to do? He's like, really? And she's like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm going to poop. I can't even take it.
I know. She did. She was like, get your shit together.
Who do I got to blow to get someone to blow me in this? I'm like, but it's a different time. I think the guys are trying to be respectful and not just like grab your butts and jump all over you,
Right. They're not watching The Bachelor every week to see that you have to do that on the second you have a one-on-one, you got to go in. They don't know. Earl knew because Earl saved up his trauma. He shot his trauma wad and then he made out with Shannon. Yeah, that was smart. That was smart. You have to do that, especially with these ladies, except for Giselle. Giselle doesn't want that.
No, Giselle's trauma is having to go on dates.
What do you think of Philip?
Phil?
I mean, Phil.
Oh, I love living in Bel Air. It's just so different than normal places. We eat in Bel Air, but their restaurants are just so different. Sidewalks are different. People aren't allowed on them, for one thing. That's nice. Bel Air.
So psychotic. You are so psychotic. I love it. I love it. The fact that he said gated communities so many times, I was like, is that all he knows about the housewives? Is that what he thinks is like their buzzword to like get them excited? Gated community.
Gated community in Bel Air.
He has his priorities right. I really appreciate that about him. He prioritizes the son that doesn't have a restraining order on him and loves him. I'm so glad that Giselle gave him a chance, but I don't know how far
Giselle gave his bank account a chance. She does not like Phil. Phil, what does Phil give you? Phil gives me like Eartha Kitt impersonator in Palm Springs. Like,
yeah, yes. Oh my God, maybe he is actually.
You think you've got one up on me, Batman? You've got nothing on me. I've got the special power of
gated community.
No one is getting a boner for Phil. I can't believe it. But she's like, he has an RR. Okay, so Shannon, is very proud of herself. And the producer's like, so Adam, is Earl your biggest competition? He's like, there's no competition here. I don't really have any idea what's going on with her and Earl, but I have a scarf. Seriously.
This guy needs to look alive. I can't figure this dude out.
Alive, Adam. And then when you do get him talking, he's like, well, I opened telehealth communications group in Kalamazoo. Like, what?
I have no idea what he does because it put me to sleep. Whatever it is, dozed.
Yeah, I felt like it was money laundering. I don't know. It sounded fishy to me. But Ben assured me that telehealth in Catamaran or whatever is great. But I don't
telehealth and Catamaran. They go hand in hand. Telehealth and Catamaran. They go hand in hand.
Whatever he was saying last week. Ben's like, no, totally. Telehealth in Kalamazoo ran or wherever it was. Totally normal. But I still left hesitant.
Shout out Kalamazoo. I'm from Michigan. What's up? Here's the mitten. Here's the mitten. I'm from here.
Oh, yeah, Mittens.
Mittens. Shout out Mittens.
Mitten it up, Mittens. Okay, so Shannon's like, oh, yeah, I did that for Earl. He was shaking. He was crying. Pooped on the floor. Earl, well, God, I changed his life. So she's like, well, and now Adam wants to see where he stands clearly from his line of questioning. So get over here. Break open the seal, buddy.
I glossed it up. I used the plumping gloss, and he didn't even take a taste.
Speaking of watching someone live through their trauma on television, here comes Joel. Welcome, Joel, everybody.
Wait, who's? Oh, Joel. I'm like, which one of the guys is Joel? Oh, right, the host. Okay.
The host.
Yes.
He's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Is it too early to take this off my LinkedIn?
I mean, that is such a wild ride to see this, happening, knowing what went down. Like, at what point? This happened at the wrap party. Yeah, that's right. So it happened off of this. But
I know, it sucks.
Yeah, it is.
But I want to see him. I want to see him turn.
I know. I wish we could see it.
Yeah, but we don't. We just hear him kind of drone on about, because this man hates his job. And I can't really say that I blame him. But you know what? If you already hate your job, let me tell you one thing that's not going to help. Showing up in a Speedo.
Ooh.
That doesn't help your job. That doesn't make you like your job more, I find. Of course, I have a very different build than Joel, but to me, that's like nightmare fuel.
I think he loved it. And I think the ladies loved it too.
Oh, yeah. Well, I should work out.
Shouldn't we all? I have swig on my
Yes, I noticed that.
Stanley, because I'm recapping Mom Talk. We all call it Mom Talk.
Oh, yeah.
So I put that on there for later.
Is Swig the soda shop they go to?
Yeah, it's the soda they drink. Mm-hmm. You don't watch it?
I watched the first one. I haven't watched the second one yet because I'm waiting to see if we're going to recap it. But Ben's in Norway, and I don't know. It just seems like too late, because don't they all come out at one time?
Yes, but what I'm doing is we did the first episode, we just did one, recap the first episode. Then we're going to do 2 at a time. And then the last one we'll just do on its own, because there's 10 episodes. But I found that if you just take your own time through them, people still listen, because it happens so fast. I mean, everyone is binging, but so much happens in an episode that it's worth taking your time through it. And there's only 10.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely be watching it, because I loved the first season of it. They're all so weird. They're just so weird.
It's a crazy, wild world. Yeah.
It really is. Like, I'm used to the Christian repression or whatever, but the Mormons take it to a different level. I'm like, well, you can't drink, but you can have orgies? Like,
right.
I mean, I'm Mormon. Just kidding. Do you imagine? I'm too lazy for a single. That's less multiples. I'd be like, no.
I can't do it. I can't commit.
Yeah, it's too much. So Joel comes out and he announces that they have to solidify their connections, because guess what? Tonight,
what?
New men are coming in. New, fresh, used sale rack men are coming in. Whoa. Watch out, ladies.
I can't believe this twist.
At this point, I said, how long is this show? Because I think this was going to be, I think it should be 6 episodes, right? I mean, it's Love Hotel. How many do we need? What do you think?
I think, is it 6 total?
No. I thought it was going to be because
6 seems about right. 5 or 6 seems about right.
But they didn't say next week on the season finale of Love Hotel.
They're going to keep it going.
How long is this? Because don't the girls' trips last 6? So I figured it was 6, but it's not. Apparently.
It's not. No,
because they didn't say next week someone dies. Just kidding.
Are we ever going to get in the ocean, by the way? Like, speaking of, are they near an ocean, right? Like,
yeah, we haven't even seen Luann. Like, look at me, I can surf.
I know, we should be seeing her on the beach at some point. All we've seen her is just walking around this concrete. It's not right.
Well, we saw her do that fake scene where she's like, all right, let's take a walk. Let's take a walk on the beach. And then she walked 2 steps and then turned around. She's like, all right, I'm done. You get that? Is that in the can?
You're right. Earl the Pearl and Shannon did walk on the beach too. You're right. Okay, I apologize. We saw the beach.
But yeah, they haven't gone in it, I don't think. So then, I'm skipping through some of this because I can't stop talking about stupid shit.
James steals a heart for Lou.
Yes, he steals a glass heart from a tree. He's like, okay, read the note. It says, you stole my heart, so I stole a heart for you, motherfucker. I hope you like it. I'm going to stick my penis in you later. And she's like,
oh, God, I love it. Love it. I love a man that steals from me. We're going to be the Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde.
She would love it.
Housewives.
I love your James so much. It's so perfect. Oh my God.
Doesn't it sound like that? That's also how I do Bronwyn's husband from Salt Lake City. So it's kind of cheating. And Bronwyn's husband doesn't even sound like that, but I just make him sound like that. What do you mean you're talking about my wife like that? You better back up, Buster. You're going to get one right in the socker.
He has that vibe totally, though. You're so right.
Get off my lawn, you damn kids. But James really does talk like that.
He does.
I can play the guitar. I can play a G and a C. Love Hotel.
Yeah.
So they joke about their mugshots, and they put the worst mugshot of James up. He's just like,
that was.
And so then we go to Giselle's relationship, and Jason is having to wait for Ashley because Ashley's just leading all sorts of men on. Ashley's got them all.
What a ride! Yeah, Joel says Ashley verse, which is actually perfect.
Yeah. He's in the Ashley verse. And isn't Ashley still dating Beavis from Potomac?
Yes. The timeline of this is very sus because it's almost like she said, wait for me. I'll be back. I just have to do this show real quick. And just so I think they are still
It's all for TV because I think they shot this show it lasts a few hours, but I think they shot it in 5 minutes, which I'm not sure how that works. But yeah, because they don't even get the men rooms. Like when the new men come on later, they're like, do you guys have rooms? Like, nope, they've been just having us sit out here all day. And so I guess
that's the worst. Like when you go and you have to travel and then you get somewhere and your room isn't ready. You just don't have a room. So you have to sit in the lobby or go, do something around the city and just leave your luggage there.
In the summer.
In the summer.
On a beach in your full clothes. I'm sure they love it. So Giselle is talking to Adam and she's like, so Shannon, you've been connecting with Shannon. So, you need to make out with her or something. Come on, solidify. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah. Shannon. Yes, I love it. I love it.
And he's like, yeah, well, Shannon and Luann told me both to jump Luann and Giselle told me both to jump. God damn it. Told me to jump Shannon's bones, but I don't know if my scarf is ready for that yet.
What is he hiding behind that scarf? It's so tight and so short.
I don't know what it is because when he takes it off, because you take it off and I'm like, waddle patrol because, I want to get my waddle under control. So I'm like, what did he do with his? And I think he had the thing where he got it like put behind his ears. I'm going to get that. But he doesn't have a waddle or anything. So I don't know what he's hiding. But he does shave his beard in that shape. You know how guys do that? Where they're like, look, I have a square jaw.
Right.
Oh my God, I totally fell for it.
It's like the contouring that women do, right?
Yes. Yeah. It's Lincoln logging your face for men.
Yes. I don't know. I thought maybe I was like, does he have a cold? Does he have a sore throat? Is that because that's tied in such a way where you're like, I just had a lozenge, and you're like, I'm feeling better. I don't know.
Yeah. Did he just shoplift in the old times?
Right. Hello. Oh, wait, Oxford.
I was preparing him for the town square.
Yeah.
So congratulations on making it halfway through your journey. Okay. God damn it.
He does seem so bored.
It's like, so some people are going to check out of the Love Hotel. Gentlemen, if you want to say anything to these ladies, now someone picked Joel up. He fell over.
Weekend at Bernie's host.
So Jay's like, okay, before Giselle tries to eliminate me, I'm out of here. I'm going to self-eliminate. Fuck this place. Fuck all of you. Ooh, I'm hot and have a job. And nobody gave me the time of day. Okay? So thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye. Good
and
for
Shannon
him.
does her. Ooh, ooh,
Wish she was.
ooh.
tear wipe, tear wipe, tear wipe, tear wipe.
All the bullshit tear wipes of these housewives. I can't, stop with your tear wipes. Stop.
Okay,
They're not real.
If anybody needs me to cry in any scene, just please say Wale is eliminated. And I will cry. Wale has to stay. Wale has to stay. She loves him.
She does.
She's like, anything but getting rid of Wale. Please. I will give you Archie. Please keep Wale.
That's why she got the new dog. Now we know. She gave away Archie during Love Hotel. Oh,
she made a deal. She made a deal.
Gave her firstborn. Mm-hmm.
Giselle's like, are you going to cry? Yeah. And so they all hug Jay and he gets out of there with some self-respect, which is nice. And Shannon's like, wow, Giselle really dropped the ball on that one. God, I'm going to scratch my head and do this with my lips. Ooh. Ooh. So then, I'm sorry.
So funny.
So Jay's out of there. So Joel's like, yeah, I don't think any of us saw that happening, but I think it speaks volumes about Jay.
Wait, who said that?
Joel.
Oh, I don't remember him saying that.
But I was like, what does it mean? And then he goes, and I think it speaks volumes about the men here. What are you talking about? Shannon's like, oh God, this is so hard. This is so, oh God, I don't want to go first. Please tell me, Shannon, you're first. She's like, oh God.
I didn't want to. Is anybody listening to me? I pick Earl.
Adam, I love that you have an education. I pick idiot Earl. I pick stupid, uneducated Earl. Turns out I get turned on by uneducated people, Earl. Come on, I guess Earl.
I can be in control until he won't let me, and then I will find another person from his family, and then we'll get back on track. I have an unlimited supply of investigators and detectives. Don't get me started on how I know someone from Jersey. I will use those sources. I will.
Don't make me use my source. So Luann is like, well, would I have picked Earl? No, but Shannon's a Shannon. Shannon's going to Shannon, basically. So now Giselle gets to pick, and she's like, well, I'm super happy where Phil and I are right now. He's like, thank you, Bella. It is my honor and privilege to accept this key.
Freeze frame.
And Luann, well, I'm giving my key to James. He's the only man who can play the guitar and a penis at the same time. He can play a guitar with his penis. James, you're in. I'm so grateful. Gosh, it's like opening her heart.
My vagina.
Sticking my penis in it.
What'd you say? Vagina, Earl. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It wasn't Earl. What's your name again? James. It's my vagina, James. That's what it is. I'm like an oyster. Earl, don't get any ideas. You're disgusting.
Earl's also textured kind of like an oyster, but in a much less sexy way. So
Lake oyster.
Lake oyster?
Lake oyster.
Okay, but last but clearly not least, it's the Ashley-verse. Ashley. And she's like, we have such a great time. But you just want to have children, and I'm not sure if I want children, so I'm picking the old one. Ralph, come here. What are you talking about, Ashley? Because she sat Wale down and was like, do you want children? And he said yes. And she said, when? And he's like, in a few years. And she's like, wow, that's a really long time, Wale.
Right.
And he's like, okay, well, I can have him in 30 days if you want. Like, do you want him now? And so now she's taking that and she's like, oh my God, you guys, well, they are stressing me out because like now he wants kids and I don't want kids. And he said he wants them within 30 days. I was like, okay, that's.
He literally has them on layaway. Like, we have to go get them right now. I mean, he gave a range. He was like, it could be a year, it could be 4, be anywhere in between.
Yeah.
Right? She just
I could want kids. I could not want kids. You tell me what I need to do to win this show. She's like, okay, you've given the correct answer. Wally gave the incorrect answer. He's trying to pressure me into having children.
I have a boyfriend. We're waiting for me in Potomac, somewhere in the Potomac area. I mean, honestly, like the fact she cannot be with someone who wants to have a child. You cannot do that, Ashley. You're done. You cannot have another baby. Like it's please just have fun with your life. You know, I what do you think? You don't think that she should have another child, do you?
I don't know, because I have kind of a cynical view with Ashley because she was married to Michael. And I don't care what Ashley says. No one marries Michael Darby for love. I'm sorry. I just don't. I never bought it. I'll never buy that. I don't think it's that crazy to say it. So I think that she will have babies, but I think she loves having kids. I just think that she needs money. She needs a moneyed man. She's not going to. And I don't know that Wale's not. What does Wale do? I forgot.
Don't know what one of these men do. I'm not interested.
Kalamazoo. Catamaran. Catamaran's a country. I'm sorry.
Catamaran's a country. I hear the words. I see what's typed up, and it just washes right over me and into the drain. I just let it go.
Yeah, they are kind of those like generic guy jobs.
Yes, right. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what he does either, but I think that Ashley, but then she's with Beavis and I don't know what Beavis does either. So I don't really know. I've always thought Ashley has some kind of weird relationship with Michael Darby where even if she didn't get with him for love, they've come to some sort of thing over the years, like some kind of comfort where he's just always going to be there. I don't think he's going to be one of those exes that's going to just go away. And I think that she probably likes having him there in some way. Because remember when he was like, I'll just buy a house, we'll put it in the LLC, and then I can still come over whenever I want. She's like, oh my God, okay, great. And her family's like, no, you can't do that. She's like, but why?
Michael wants to open an Oz 2 in the new house, and he can come over. Like, what? It's a good idea. I talked to my lawyer about it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think that Ashley's going to, if she dates young like Beavis, I think it's just going to be dating. I don't think she'll get married. I think if she gets married again, it's going to have to be a heavy hitter.
And you're right. If she does find somebody who she really does feel like she's in love with and has money and is interested in really being hands-on raising a family, then maybe you're right.
Maybe she would. Or maybe if like Beavis does threesomes with her and Darby or something, and then he can like accept both of them and take care of both of them.
Yeah.
Then she would be interested. She needs something like that. She needs like a TLC marriage.
Yeah, she does. She's going to move on over there. Yeah, she's going to outgrow Bravo with some life changes and go over to TLC. Smart.
Yeah, I would love that. Ashley and Michael Darby married to Beavis, raising a big crazy family.
It would be kind of amazing, actually.
Okay,
but so Michael's never seen. He'll never be on camera.
No. Unless, maybe on TLC you're allowed to grab people's asses. I don't know. Because wasn't that his thing when he left? Yeah. He's like, I will not be called a predator for trying to take a free sample off a sample tray. They're like, Michael, that was not a sample. That was an employee of the company. Well, it was there.
Thought we were at Costco.
I was just trying to be nice, So if they let him sexually harass people, he'll be back. But who knows?
Yes.
So this is where Shannon's going, oh my God, she has to pick Wally. She has to pick Wally. Please pick Wally. Oh my God.
Crazy. That was crazy. That was like, is this a presidential election? Like, what is happening? What is happening?
Ohio's in.
Kalamazoo. That was amazing, though. I did love it.
I'm with her. So, she's telling Wale, you want children in 30 days, and I don't know if I can do that. And he's like, wait a minute, but Ralph, you're just so old, and I don't know, I can't tell if you just farted or not. Let's get married. Yeah. And Walle's like, what the fuck, man? So she dumps. Yeah. So she dumps Wale, and then we get the White Lotus music, which is crazy. It's getting crazier every week. Mm-hmm. At this point, it's just like, whoop, whoop, whoop.
I don't watch White Lotus. I'm sorry. So I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
So the music is like,
oh.
Like you hear like monkey sounds in the back. Oh. But now they're getting too crazy with their synthesizer, where now it's just going like, if you're going to rip off the music, do it right, you guys. They're like, what sound does a penguin make? Put it in there. So a White Lotus undulating is in the notes. So Ashley and Ralph are hugging, and he's into it. You know, he kisses her hand like, ugh.
I know. Beauty and the Beast. So growly. It's like not a petting zoo. Lord. Insane.
So Ashley's like, well, I'm working on my daddy issues, and I'm trying not to go down the same path, but Ralph does have a different accent than Michael, so I'm learning. They get an extra key. Who's going to get the extra key? So the women huddle to talk about it. And Shannon's like, oh my God, I feel horrible. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Well, except Earl.
And Earl.
I'll hurt Earl's feelings. He'll be back.
Yes. I'm going to get another Earl, a younger Earl, just because I think Earl will pass soon. And it will be better for him if he has another man that's like him, just younger. It'll be great.
I don't want to be too shocked when Earl's heart blockage takes him, so I've got a stinted Earl who eats broccoli waiting in the wings. It's terrible. And Luann's like, you think any of us want to hurt their feelings? Come on, Shannon. I like that Luann's like 5 seconds away from slapping Shannon at every moment.
She does. She really does. She really gets in. She wants to get in the mud pit. I mean, if they had a mud pit for these ladies, Luann would be the first one in there. And
she's ready to smack her. I love it. And Ashley says, but I want to give the key to Wale. And Luann goes, why does Ashley get the key? She's ready to fight for the extra key.
Yes. As she should. That's what should happen on Love Hotel.
Well, yeah, Luann's actually going to like put the keys to use, you know?
Yeah.
So she's like, why give it to these people? What is she going to find another child? Yeah. I want the key.
She's going to find another child.
Give it to Shannon, she'll find another child. Give it to Ashley, she'll just date another senior citizen. Give me the key, I'll fuck them all.
All of them. Every last one of them, darling. No?
All right, ladies.
I like how she talks.
Now's the moment of truth. Who have you chosen to give your hell key to?
Hell.
To all of the men who are about to be offered a key, stay away. Trying to warn them. So Ashley has decided to give the key to Wale, everybody. Wale is getting the Earl treatment. This man is not loving being second best all the time.
No.
And he pretty much tells her at the bar, he's like, what is with the games? You kicked me off, then you bring me back, and you picked Ralph. Why are you talking to me? And she's like, but I could be in love with you.
That was a real left turn, Ashley. A real left turn.
Yeah, it's like, go talk to the old person. I'm going to bed.
Yeah. Honestly, I really thought that he was going to be like, you know what? I don't want to be anyone's second choice. I'm going to check out on my own. Thank you. But he did not.
He's going to take the free hotel night.
Yeah, he wants to stay.
I think he knows if he checks out, he's going to be sleeping on the beach. So he's like, I will take the air conditioning for one last night.
Absolutely.
You nasty, nasty person. So Shannon's like, well, I haven't had a lot of feelings and of comfort in my relationships, but Earl's comfortable. He's an old holy pair of jogging pants. Smells, but I still put them on every day, so I guess I'll marry my jogging pants.
Yeah, just he's like a Snuggie from the early aughts. Just throw on that Snuggie. Fine.
So let's see here. Ashley and Ralph. Ralph, she's going to test drive Ralph. Let's see how this goes.
Wow. That was definitely a shocker. I mean, not that much of a shocker, but the second he got up to that room, he lost his moves. He was just like a statue. He wanted something. And I love the fact that she was like, I have my period. Sorry.
Yeah. I think he thought this was going to be bone in time. I think she thought it was going to be bone in time too. And then we find out later it's because his kiss was terrible. But I don't know how she's shocked by it. I mean, his kiss was disgusting the first time. It just looked wet. Like you could feel the wetness and the weird lip movement and the ugh.
Yeah. He must not have delivered that, what was happening fully until this moment. So
she's like, I got my period today. And he's like,
like, are you Jabba the Hutt? Like, what is with these noises?
I know.
The production probably was like amping up those growls and doubling them up, you know how they do.
It's like a creature in Lost. You're like, what is it? And they never tell you.
Yeah.
It's like, I watched this for 7 episodes.
Now we know.
So Ashley and Giselle have this like girls talk where they're pretending to give a shit about any of these people, which is so funny. And Giselle's like, what's going on, girl? And Ashley's like, oh my gosh, his kiss was gross. It didn't make my fanny flutter or whatever. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, but I could be in love with Wale. And she's like, oh my God, I'm going to cry. You don't talk like that. Who are you? Who is this Giselle?
That was weird. That was weird. That was very weird. That was weird because like she famously doesn't have too much emotion. You know what I mean? So for her to be like, I'm going to cry, it says a lot. And then for her to all of a sudden do like a baby voice was odd, but also she didn't drop down into a baby octave. She just said it like it was.
I'm going to cry.
Weird. It should have been like, oh, I'm going to cry. If you're going to go there, go full in. You can't go halfway on a baby voice.
Yeah, you gotta commit to that. And then Ashley's like, well, I don't really know about him, but Flo comes to town all the time when I need her. I love her. Just use her all the time.
I love that. That was like, this is what it's true. That's what the ladies do. And I loved it. I loved every second of it. Good for Ashley.
So then we go to Giselle. Oh no, we're still in Giselle and Ashley. We can fast forward. So then a beach picnic is being set up and we see the new line of suitors. And this is where Joel is next to them in a Speedo for no reason, really. I felt uncomfortable. He looks great.
He looked great. I just wasn't sure. I thought, are we all going to get into swimsuits in a second? Because there's going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
It didn't. It was a complete non sequitur. I feel like
I just felt uncomfortable because it's like when someone's in a Speedo and everyone's in a swimsuit, it's one thing. But when there's just one person in the Speedo, it's, I don't know. I felt uncomfortable. I was like, get him a pashmina for crying out loud. It's embarrassing. But he looks hot. So then he's like, welcome to the dating pool. I was like, you can't stand there in a Speedo and talk like that.
Yeah.
Like you have to at least have some energy. You've got a Speedo on.
Yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it going. Like, hey, ladies, check this out. Like, let's go. I'm ready to party.
Like, look at me. I've got a margarita. I'm in a Speedo, ladies. But he's like, hi, ladies. Welcome back to the beach.
Every scene, I'm like, oh, did the Shannon thing just happen? Because he looks pissed or,
I know. So he's like, standing in front of me are 6 incredible new bachelors. Only 3 keys. Ashley-verse. I'm going to say Ashley-verse again. Is Ashley going to grow her universe some more in the Ashley-verse?
Why do you keep calling me Ashley-verse? I get it. I get it. We all get it.
We all get it. Okay.
Just please save Wale.
So who will they save? And he's like, and we've got someone who got away a little too early. So I decided to bring the star of the season back. This guy who looks like Santa Claus. It's Mark. And Mark comes back. He's like, hey, everybody. Meet Mark.
Crawling over the rocks. Like, like a gnome under a bridge, or I don't know what lives under bridges, but just something.
Trolls.
Thank you, trolls. Like a troll crawling over the rocks in like an Aladdin outfit. It was so. It was like a jump scare.
And Luann's like, "Oh, it's Mark. Mark is back. Wow." He goes, "I'm back." So he jumps over the couch but misses it. So that hurts.
Yeah, there's that. That's right. Thanks, guys, for leaving that in. Poor Mark.
So Luann's like, "Mark, get over here, all right? You've got one chance." She's like, "All right, I'm coming." She goes, "I mean, look at him. He looks just like Jesus." Why do you keep saying that? You know Jesus died when he was 30, right? Do you mean Moses?
I don't know my Bible, darling. The royal Bible is different than that, when I've traveled. All the Bibles are different where I come from, darling.
It's different in Switzerland, all right? Learn to ski. Only Americans killed Jesus off in their Bible so young. God, you and your school violence. Jesus.
It's not Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. It's Padre, Jean-Luc, Giswa, and Gomba. It's like she talks like she is speaking like English is not her first language, Remember when she was talking to Adam and she was like, I mean, Shannon is the one you want, no?
No. No.
I mean, how did Joel say it? This is your last shot, no? You know English, Luann.
You are fluent, madame. Stop lying. So she's like, "Mark, get over here." "All right, Mark, listen, I tried to save you." He's like, "You did not. You sent me home." She's like, "No, I didn't." "Well, I mean, I did send you home, but then I had the option to save a person. So I said the Jesus one. And, you came back. You still didn't fuck me, Mark. So what do I got to do?"
I mean, where's the second coming? Get it, darling?
Where's the first? What kind of Easter are you?
So, crack my egg open, darling. Okay.
He's like, "Oh, well, I mean, all right." She goes, when are you going to come on? I'm standing here right in front of you. I'm half naked. You look like Jesus Christ Superstar. What am I? I'm a turkey. I'm done. Stick it in me. Find out.
Find out.
And he's like, "Really?" She goes, "Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to the bathroom. I can't. Please, someone get this impotent motherfucker off the beach, all right? He's wasted my time." She's done with him because he didn't stick his tongue down her throat.
Good for her. What is he doing? Waste of time.
So she's already over him. So then we go to meet the new man. Luann introduces herself to Mitch, a retired psychotherapist from Sacramento.
Oh, good note.
Yeah. Ashley meets Calvin, a 30-year-old boxer and chef from LA, California. No. No.
Yeah. What? Who?
I don't want to eat your violent food.
Violent food. You're right. He's just taking that. He's pulverizing all of his meats, just all of them,
I asked for a tossed salad, not a pummeled salad. What is wrong with this salad? The fucking romaine.
I take it back. I don't want a man who eats veggies. I take it back. I take it back.
Eat vegetables. Don't abuse them. And Calvin's hot as hell, of course. Boxer chef. I mean, hello. And he's like, "I'm born in London, but raised in Jersey." I mean, that's hot. And accent. Well, he doesn't have it, but could have an accent when he gets mad, but also goes to the gym a lot. Jersey.
Yeah, we haven't heard him long enough to hear the nuances of the voice and the accent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's cute. And then Shannon meets a guy named Theo, who's a dentist and a surgeon, which is always a mistake to tell people at parties because every time they're like, "Oh, well, all of my teeth. Well, it turns out I've had multiple root canals, and so I have an appointment scheduled to get all the root canal teeth pulled because there's dead matter in my mouth. Apparently, I'm full of dead matter. You want to feel?"
I'll say and then you look and you'll see like each tooth, if you open it up, is like a little coffin, and inside is just ashes, like just black roots. You'll see. I mean, where the roots used to be is just black. Tunnels.
My mouth is basically what is filled with what we're now calling Earls, just a bunch of dead matter, dead uneducated matter.
Do you need me, Shannon? I'm over here, Shannon. I'm over. Do you need me?
Stay. Stay. Archie is still fine. You stay right over there. So Theo's like, well, you definitely need to come see me. I do not want to make out with this person.
Right. Come see me in my office. Not over at the fire pit, lady.
Giselle says, there's some cutie pies. Not for me, but there's some cutie pies for other people. For people with no standards, there are plenty of men here. So Luann's still trying to get Mark to make out with her and just leaves. And then Giselle is talking to Theo, the oral surgeon from New York, and Brian. And so this is where they're telling her that they won't even give them hotel rooms.
That was so funny.
Which is really funny and sad.
I loved it.
So low budge.
It is so great. They're going to move them on to, like, when they get kicked out, they're not even going to be able to stay at that hotel. They're going to put them down the road. Courtyard.
Yes.
Just anything.
So they talk about marriage, and Theo's like, yeah, I was married for 20 years. Both my kids are with me full time because they wanted to be with me. I was like, whoa. Theo, I'm getting dark vibes from Theo.
Yeah.
Say no to Theo. Who says that? Like
someone who killed his wife. I'm sorry.
Yes,
Allegedly.
That's just what kind of impression are you trying to give? Like, I was married, but my wife's a fucking pig. I mean, so we're not married anymore.
Right? That was shocking and disturbing.
And terrible dye job. Terrible dye job as well. So I say no to this guy. And he's like, yeah, people just want me because I'm a doctor. You know, it's hard to find someone who's like genuine and nice in New York. Someone will hear you're a doctor or a surgeon, and they're thinking more what you could do for them. I mean, look at Dead Matter Mouth over there.
Dead Matter Mouth.
Oh, good.
Perfect example.
Don't know about that guy. So Calvin is asked by Ashley if he wants children. And he's like, 100%. I mean, if it happens, if that happens, I would be absolutely blessed. Absolutely blessed. I don't believe you, sir.
No.
If that happens.
He's just the kind of guy that, like, is going to say whatever. He's not going to have a stance. He's just going to be like, sure, whatever life throws my way, I go with it.
Yeah. He's like a TV fuckboy, don't you think? Like a Bachelor kind of guy.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Shanna's talking to all these guys, and she's just not into anybody. She's like, well, I'm going to look kind of to the side and purse my lips a bit while I ask you these questions. But what are your interests? Do you play sports? Okay, gross. You play sports? That's disgusting.
Right.
You went to a school where? In Massachusetts? I cannot with the East Coast. I grew up on boats, but not on the East Coast. Not there.
Inferior boats, Massachusetts.
I don't even know if it was Massachusetts. Who knows? I got Karen Reed on my mind. You know what I mean?
I'm an executive for a tech firm. Oh, that is disgusting. Okay, well,
threw up in her mouth. Tech.
Attack? I took a selfie. Want to see my bloody face? Here. I took this and I don't remember taking it, but I'm showing everyone here.
So I wanted to remember this day because I was with a man who pretended he didn't hear this happening right down the road from him. And so it's been a year and 2 days, and I would like to celebrate the year and 2 days by taking a selfie. Could you just pour this ketchup on my face? I want people to see how much better I look covered in ketchup. A year and 2 days later.
Controversial opinion. Shannon looks really good with the blood on her face. Like and I think she thinks she looks hot too. She just looks good.
You're going to use a hot picture no matter what. Like you can be covered in blood, but if you look good, if it's a good selfie angle, you're going to use it.
It's a good selfie, and she kind of looks a little sexy. She's trying it out.
Does this do this for you? Does this do anything for you? It's like Carrie meets Orange County. I don't know.
I'm thinking of using this as my new passport photo. Brings it out everywhere. Fucking Shannon. So oh my God, this lady's so crazy. They need to just have every season with Shannon because she kills me. Just watching her interact with people is so funny to me. The best. She talks to the younger guy. There's a younger guy named Scott who's 38. He's a software tech salesman. And I think he's so cute. I mean, I really like a basic Midwestern looking, just nothing of a guy.
Have you seen my husband? I mean, he is right up my alley.
Your husband's hot. Yeah.
Thank you. Basic Midwest guy. And and I liked his joke with Ashley where he was like, I had this set up. And then everybody can do that. Everyone can make that joke about how something was set up, But what he did, which I loved, was he goes, thanks, Bill. He personalized it, I mean, I thought that was a great little, I was like, that's actually funny.
Yeah, he's like taking dad jokes, but he's making them his own.
There you go. That's a way to do. And his delivery was dry enough to where it wasn't that cheesy. So I liked him. And he was shocked when he was told that he had to leave. And I was bummed.
I was shocked that he had to leave too, but I mean, look at all the hotties that were there. I mean, I guess we shouldn't be so shocked.
Competition.
I thought he was hot. And Shannon's like, oh, you are very young. You are. Wow, you are stem cells about to be injected into my body. Can we get somebody over here?
Neck tight, face tight.
I was at a housewarming party yesterday and someone had a little girl and I was like, oh, hi, so nice to meet you. And she's like, great. She said, oh, thanks, whatever. And she's telling me about the kid. And I was like, you've probably got great stem cells. And her mom was like, she backed the kid away. I was like, I'm just kidding. Forget I can't joke like that with people I don't know. And also we're in LA. And also I wasn't really joking.
She should have gotten it even more so. Hello. Weird.
Well, you would think so. I shouldn't have been holding the syringe in my hand. I think that was taking it a little too far.
It was too far? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So she's like, wow, you're young. And he's like, oh, I'm a little too old for you, probably. Okay. No, you are very young. I just look young with ketchup. He's like, like, I'm 38. She goes, well, I'm 27 on the inside. And you're not.
No.
You're really not.
I go Trojans. Wait, who does she play? Wait, what is it? USC? Who are they again?
University of Spoiled Children? How dare you? How dare you?
No, Kelly. No, Kelly.
You're stupid! We get Kelly on Love Island. I hate all of you!
Love Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, get her on Love Island. Not Love Hotel.
A new bombshell in the casa. Fuck off!
You're this bitch! God! You're coupled up with him? I was gonna pick him!
I picked him first. I mean to do this to me.
I call Rick. That'd be amazing. That would be amazing.
I didn't warn you I was keeping you here for 5 hours, did I? Let's see. So Theo talks to Giselle. They're making small talk. And Giselle mentions that he likes doing crazy things like going to Spain and running with the bulls. And Giselle just hears like frequent flyer miles. She's like, that's hot.
Yes. She's like, oh my God, Delta One. Like we get to go in the Delta.
Yes.
What do you call it? I don't know. Up in there.
Yeah, the Delta One, whatever that's called.
Yeah.
She's like, all I hear is boarding group 1. Scott talks to Ash. They're making small talk, but nothing really bangs with these guys. Nothing really connects with the guys. And so Ashley, especially Calvin's really overconfident and he comes over and tries to break up her. She's talking to some dude and Calvin comes over. He's like, Ashley, I'd like to steal you. We're going to make s'mores. And the guy's like, I'm talking to her. I'll make s'mores with you. He's like, no, it's just for me and Ashley. So he's very like Bachelor trained.
Very.
Ashley does not want that. No. So yeah, she gets rid of him. This guy looks shocked when he was dumped.
Very. I didn't feel bad, but I did notice.
I didn't feel bad. I actually liked that he was dumped and he was so shocked and he got dumped for like a lot of old guys. I think he was like, oh my God, like hot people can't compute. Hot brain. Right. You just see it frying in his head.
Scramble. And the tech guy's like, I can help you with that.
I've got some tech company. Just it's an out of country number. All right.
Not sus at all.
So let's see. Who do they end up keeping here? So I think Luann keeps Mark just to be nice, right? It's like, well, they flew him in again, so I'll keep him.
Mitch? Oh, yeah, she keeps Mitch because he wants to travel all over the world.
Oh, he wants to travel all over the world.
Yeah.
So she keeps Mitch, and Mitch takes a big swig. He's like, yeah. And her guy's upset. And there was one part, was it here? There was one part where that guy's like, well, hey, I'm just telling the guys that Luann's my boyfriend. She's like, no, I'm not your girlfriend yet. Yeah. You better slow down. It's like, but I feel like I'm like, no.
She got him like corralled very quickly. I loved it.
And Mark's like, wait a minute, you guys are girlfriend and boyfriend? She goes, yeah, we wrote a song together. All right, hit it, boys. And he's going, Love Hotel. And she's like, Love Hotel. Love Hotel. Love Hotel. Luann, you can't even find the key to Love Hotel? It's got 2 notes.
The key. Get it. Wait, how about when they went up to the room and she's like, do you want to see my other hats? And then and then she puts the little towel over the camera.
Yeah, she's like, don't worry, they can't follow me in here. And so they go, he's like, I don't want to get caught with my pants down. She's, don't worry, they can't see. There's a camera right on the door that's looking at them. So she eventually covers it. Mm-hmm. Does the deed with Love Hotel, the Love Hotel composer.
Good for her.
Yeah. So she got a little. So that was nice.
It was nice.
Yeah. And then otherwise, I think it mostly stayed the same, right?
Yeah. Ashley got, Scott and Calvin. I feel like she had them both stay. Luann gave Mitch the key, Giselle, Theo, and then Shannon, Mark. Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Because Shannon got to keep another one. So she kept Mark. Is that right?
I think or is it Ashley got to... Why do I have
I'm a
Scott
terrible recapper.
Calvin?
I literally have this written down in notes, but I fast forwarded through so fast.
At the end, we're like,
I was like, I don't care.
It's fine.
I don't really care how it all ends.
Some people went. Some people we'll find out next week.
Some old guy got laid. What do you want me to tell you?
That's pretty much it,
Yeah, but I think Ashley got rid of Calvin. I know that because I remember the look of horror.
Get rid of Calvin.
Yeah, because I remember the look of horror on his face when he got kicked off.
Right.
And then she has a talk with Wale, and she's like, I don't know if I can build a life that you deserve. And he says, well, what? They always argue, but they don't know why. And it's kind of him calling her on her bullshit all the time.
Yeah.
Ben sees it more as him being like, kind of an asshole and argumentative, which I think he is. I think he is argumentative. Like, I don't disagree. But also, I think he's seeing through Ashley's bullshit because she's full of it. Ashley's all constantly telling this guy stuff. And he's like, well, what does that mean, Ashley? You know, he's like, 1 minute, like, you're asking me if I want babies, like you want babies. Now you're upset that I want babies. Like, what is it? What are you trying to say, Ashley? And then she's like, no, I don't like that you're saying that. And he's like, but why are we arguing? And she's like, but you're arguing.
So I need to stay on this show because I have to make it interesting because I have a boyfriend back home. So I'm just trying.
Yeah. And he's like, well, this is my first show. Give me a chance to stay on it. I'm going to have some lines. I'm trying to build a life too. Jesus.
He is very funny in his confessionals. He's really funny. I really like Wale.
Yeah. And he's a little red flaggy when they talk. You know, I do see that. But, you know,
he's great for TV.
Yeah. So I'm glad he's staying. But then he says things like this, which disappoint me. He goes, I don't know what's going on with Ashley. Ashley's like a PlayStation controller. Oh. She just plays games.
Weak.
A PlayStation controller doesn't play games. Humans play.
Thank you.
The controller is just the vessel.
Instrument.
The instrument that we use.
How dare you? How dare you get that wrong?
Dare you? So we get one final argument with Ashley and Wale, and she walks off, and he just stares into the fire. And that's it. That's Love Hotel, y'all.
It's so good. It is. Watching this show with Luann play her game, run her game, is absolutely fascinating. And I love it.
I agree. Mm-hmm. And just all the casting, I think, because I think Ashley was last minute. I heard from somewhere, I don't remember who, but no one. I'm probably making it up. But Ashley, it was supposed to be Bryn from New York, and then all this stuff happened from New York, and then they recast it. And so she was like the new cast, the young person that they cast.
Whoa,
and I actually think that works out perfect. I think she's great. Even if she has a boy, I don't care if it's fake.
I don't care either.
I'm used to Bachelor. That shit's all fake. So
yeah,
I don't care that it's fake. And I think her energy with Giselle's really good on it. I like that there's girlfriends in it. I think Shannon and Luann are hilarious. I even love Giselle in it.
I love it too. I love her.
Yeah. And I'm not always a huge Giselle stan, but I love her. You're not,
yeah. She's fantastic. She's very grounding in it, for everybody. Everyone is so different, and that's what makes it so great. You're right. The casting is fantastic.
Yeah. And the idea came from the internet, not me, but I think Giselle would be the perfect choice to take over hosting.
Wow,
I'm just like, you don't really like him, because she'd be like, why are you keeping him? You don't really like him.
Yes, she would get right down to it. And that's what you need.
Yeah. So, Amy, this was so much fun talking to you.
Oh my God, my stomach is in pain. I laughed so hard.
I've got to go take a nap from laughing so hard. You're making me laugh. Your Luann is perfect. Your impressions are all good, but your Luann literally sounds exactly like her. That's crazy.
So thanks for having me.
So talented. Everybody go follow and listen to Drama Darling. Anywhere you get your podcast, follow Amy on Instagram at Meet Amy Phillips, and go to her Patreon for a ton of extra recaps, including all of you who are looking for Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Yes.
You can find hilarious recaps of it over there.
Earl.
We sure love you guys. I love you, Amy. Thanks for being here, baby.
Thank you. And thanks to all your listeners.
We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.